Since finishing those 2 TikToks yesterday about my World War II books, I can't get the topic off of my mind, and so I might as well talk about movies. I apologize for the order in which I'm going to talk about the movies. I just took screenshots of the films as I thought about them, so this is a little bit disorganized. This is one of the very first movies I saw about World War II. It's about the friendship between a Christian girl and a Jewish girl, and how the Christian girl helps the Jewish girl and her family to escape Austria. The next movie I remember seeing is called Miracle at Moreau. It's about a nun who takes in some Jewish children because a resistance worker kind of has a little problem. Anti-Semitism is addressed in this film. Swing Kids is about the Nazi attack on all forms of degeneracy. Translate that as black. Translate that as jazz music. You've probably heard of the famous movie Fiddler on the Roof. But have you heard of the documentary In the Fiddler's House, which features Itzhak Perlman? It's an excellent documentary. It covers the basic disappearance of the Jews from Poland because of the genocide which was practiced so heavily there by the Polish population. This is a relatively newer film. The Nazis had some prisoners of war that they used to create engraving plates for making fake money. It's a pretty good film. Kind of depressing, but it's informative. This film about Sophie Scholl is based on a true story. It is very, very heavy, but her story is important. Sophie Scholl and her brother Hans, along with a Professor Christoph Probst and other colleagues, did the White Rose movement in Munich, and they were all eventually executed by beheading for their resistance efforts. For one so young, she is quite the hero to me. Speaking of heroes, the story of Irena Sendler has finally been made into a movie. There's also a documentary about Sir Nicholas Winton, who, like Irena, saved children. And this third movie is also about people who tried to save children, but I wasn't as impressed with this story as I was with the former 2. Au revoir, les enfants also takes place in France, like Miracle at Moreau, and unlike the former film, this one covers the anti-Semitism much more, and the outcome's not so pretty. No Place on Earth is about a group of Jews that had to hide in caves to survive. And Korkoro covers the Nazi persecution of the Romani people. Americans probably know the Romani by another name, but it's not politically correct. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas is fictitious, but teaches a much-needed eerie lesson. Part 2's next.